Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. This is not the live stream, as far as this is not us doing the guitar workouts right now. I told you earlier, and I talked about this earlier. I said I wanted to talk about how I want to talk about my thoughts on 2025 and how it went for me. And I'm excited to say that this year has been like last year. Has been a year that I have made it all 300. Well, I guess technically last year I started in April, so it doesn't really count. But this is the first whole year that I've done, and technically that would be 264 days because we're not today. I haven't done my live stream today, and I haven't done my live stream tomorrow, so technically it's 363. But I've been here for every single session. That I'm really proud of. That was my number one goal this year, so I just wanted to talk about really briefly. Not briefly, I guess for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, I just wanted to go over some of the things I got, the pros and cons of some of the things that I've done this year. I made a pros and cons list, but it's basically a list of things that I got right, things I didn't necessarily get right. Tomorrow, I want to kind of go over a basic summary of what my goals are. That will be more adapted to next year. You're gonna have to excuse my face. I did have like a dental procedure earlier, so I'm a little numb with the Novocaine. Last week I was dealing with some swelling. Today I had to go to the dentist to make sure that everything was okay. So everything's good. Antibiotics there. We're good to go, guys. I don't know why this isn't working. Give me a second here so we can go over this. Is that it? Oh, right. Say ma. There we go. So I broke this down into 4 categories. Social media, guitar, production / songs, as well as the live stream. Now, I'm trying to, I don't know if I'll necessarily post this, but like I said, I'm trying to create a Google Drive where people can actually see it for what it is. This is just about me going over some things, and I'm trying to post this so other people can have the opportunity to comment on this video. So that I can look and see what maybe other people might think are things that I can do better. So let me start with the social media first. Okay, so the pros and cons, I'll start with the pros list. So I said obviously I'm on, as of this year, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. These are the pros, obviously. Regularly post once a week. I'm expanding to Discord. And I'm also creating a Google Docs and Google Drives. One of the cons of the things that didn't get done this year is my Twitch account, my TikTok account are rarely used because my Twitch account, I'm having some technical issues with that requires a new computer situation. I rarely use TikTok. I have the account. The issue is just me being, I guess, lackadaisical isn't the word. I just haven't made it a priority to post regularly on TikTok because I don't really use TikTok. And I need to get a new phone. Another reason why, because another phone would be helpful to have that application available on my phone so I could check it and do things immediately from my phone as opposed to having to come back to home base. Games, again, same thing applies with sort of what's happening here on with the live stream. I can't live stream from anywhere really more or less that I want because I don't have a laptop computer, nor do I have a wireless hotspot, but I'm sure I can hook that up anywhere. The other thing is I need to spend more time working on all social media platforms on which I'm currently sitting to learn and enhance not just my experience, but enhance my presence on those applications, learning them better. Even something as easy as Facebook and Instagram, understanding those applications better, even though I've been on those platforms for a really long time. I have not been on those platforms in a professional capacity more than I have been this last year. So those are things that I need to understand better at those. So those are my pros and cons about the social media. So if you have any comments or questions, I ask that you either write those in the chat. I'll make a post about this later. I'm certain of it. So if you want it right in the chat or on the post, you can do that as well. Let's go to the guitar. The pros for the guitar playing. So I played every day in 2025. I've done scales and chords. I've done licks of the week. I've done improvisational music daily. I've worked on alternate sweep picking and selective picking exercises. I've worked on find the note, and I've worked on different strumming patterns. One thing, well, let me go over the cons really quick. So, Oh yeah, this year I've only made one or two original things for me personally. I'm just trying to read my handwriting. I was scratching this earlier. It's like chicken scratching. I write like a doctor, so it's hard for me to read it. I should have typed it out, but I didn't. Um, Number two, I didn't make any songs. I didn't make any songs. I made one kind of halfway through with another person who asked me on Instagram, and then once I finished the song, he like never contacted me again. That was really weird. Um, but yeah, uh, three. I need to do more cover songs. I uploaded this year. I uploaded the. You can check this out. I uploaded a Blink 182 song. What's my age again? Just the introduction that did really well for me. It made a couple. I got 1,000 views, or I think 2,000 views on the shorts, and I got like 1,400 views on the ABC Polyphia song, which took me forever to work on. So I just need to do more songs in that particular respect. Number four, I definitely need to tune more regularly. I do have a tuner. I purchased a new tuner a few weeks ago, and I have not used it at once yet, so I need to work on that more. I need to use more. I need to be more cognizant and use more of licks of the week that I'm using in improvisational music, so that I can, be more cognizant of those things. I need to find more ways to test myself so that I can see my progress on a regular basis. And I need to do a better job at memorizing the fretboards, chords, and chord progressions. And I need to come up with another exercise to help us get better at chord progressions and chord voicings, which is something I will be developing for the month of February or March. Okay, yeah. Like I said before, we all know that the thing we're doing in January and February, at least, is with respect to chords. We're going to obviously go over chord progressions, but we're really going to focus on learning the triads. Okay. Normally, the triads should be done by the end of February without any problem, but those are some things I'm going to work on. A note that I made for guitar is that I need to define clearly all my goals and objectives for guitar this year, with clear daily and weekly objectives. Adding that into my process, meaning I need to have clear goals for the entire year. Like, what are my goals by the end of the year, and how am I going to meet those goals, and how am I going to implement exercises in a more correct way? It's basically a lesson plan. How am I going to test myself to make sure that I've not only achieved those goals, but I can continue to take those with me in the future? And how can I randomly test myself to make sure that I'm doing things as best as I possibly can? So those are part of that as well. Now with the mixing and production of songs. Now, those of you who've been watching the channel, I've recently started uploading music, and when I say recently, I've been doing it for 39 consecutive days. Today being 39th, as you've seen. So the pros with that is I've used Logic Pro X, so I'm getting better at Logic Pro X. Number two is I've created 39 as today instrumental tracks. I've made a cover song, and I'm working on learning my digital audio workstation. Some of the cons, some of the things I didn't do well this year was I didn't use Logic Pro X enough. I should be using it every single day. There shouldn't be a day that goes by where I'm not using it in some capacity or another. Not just to upload cover songs, or to upload instrumentals, but to upload my own music. I need to upload at least 5 instrumentals a week. So in 2026, my goal is to upload 5 instrumentals a week, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, only work and focus on either one of the songs that you guys that's like the best, and maybe transform that to something better, and also work on my own personal projects that I should be posting every single week. Projects that I will be singing on, or talking on, or I don't really rap, but things of that nature. So, songs that I write to, things that I create my own musical stuff to. The third thing is I need to construct and analyze more songs regularly, meaning that I need to go and break down song composition on a regular basis. And when I say regular basis, I need to be deconstructing songs at least twice a week. I think that that's a fair and achievable and attainable goal, to break down a song, the introduction, the structure, the hi-hats, the patterns, how it was mixed, things of that nature. Break those songs down. Because that's going to help me build and get better at constructing songs for myself. And it's also going to help me construct better instrumentals at a more quicker pace. Number 4, I need to upload, like I said before, at least one original song every single week. And 5, I need to spend more time understanding my digital audio workstation as well as Omnisphere, which basically means I need to watch a video, at least maybe 1 video or 2 videos a week, totaling about an hour maybe, worth of work that I can study and understand that and get better at that process every single week. Now, I'm saying an hour because you're like, oh, well, an hour is really not that much time. It is when you're considering the fact that I have another job. And so that's about the amount of time I have to dedicate to it, and I have to do that and move at the same time. So, like walking and chewing bubble gum, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's kind of the same concept. Yeah, and again, my note for this one is to set clear and achievable objectives for Logic Pro X in 2026, daily, weekly, monthly. If you guys have any comments that you'd like to make about that, I'm very happy to hear those in the comment section. Lastly, the live stream. First of all, I have to say that because I've been here, I can't say that. Well, even today, I guess technically we haven't done the live stream session where it comes to me playing guitar, which I'll be doing in about 45 minutes to an hour. I have been here every single day of 2025. I'm blessed and lucky to say that I have been. I have not had any serious medical condition. I mean, I've had, some swelly peanut butter and jelly, swelly face time. So my face has been swelled up like a balloon. And I've had my own issues with that going on, but I have been lucky and blessed to say that I've been here every single day of 2025. I hope that continues in 2026. I can tell you for sure that will not be the case in every single situation. I know I'm going home to the States at a certain point this year for maybe a week or two, and I don't have a laptop. So there may be a traveling day where I'm not able to get a session. So I might have to do a double session one night, or I may have to miss that day. There are going to be situations like that. I don't have a laptop computer. Otherwise, I would do the live stream in the airport. I really don't give a shit. Live stream's got to go on, and I've got to practice, and I want to get better. So I would find a way to do so, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do so in a way that will be not completely taxing to my body. But anyway, let me go over the pros really quickly. So live stream every day. I now use an OBS, which I wasn't using at the beginning of the year. Okay, but I've added a light to the live stream, which has been good. This is a weird one. I need to look more directly at the audience. I have a tendency to just kind of look at the screen. Like I'm looking at the audience right now. And I have a tendency, I guess the way I turn my head when I'm talking to people, it looks like I'm not looking at you. Because it's weird to just look straight at the camera. But that's something I need to focus on more. My computer still works, which is good news. Knock on wood that it continues to work through 2026 until I'm able to purchase a new computer. And hopefully this year, with the revenue I generate from this channel, hopefully from advertising-driven revenue, I will be able to purchase a new computer so that I can also live stream across more platforms. And I need to add a background. I need to work more with my OBS to figure out how to add a background. So the cons, and I'm saying cons, of pros and cons. These are the positives and negatives, I should have said, that happened. I just wrote pros and cons. I don't know why. I don't know what I wrote for the first thing, so I'm going to skip that. I told you. Oh, yeah. I didn't change a bunch this year. I didn't change a lot of things this year, with the exception of the lighting and this particular thing I was referring to exercises. I didn't change exercises as regularly as I would have wanted to. That's something I'm going to adapt to in 2026 for sure. We will be adding different strumming patterns so that people can see what we're doing strumming wise. I'm going to try to add maybe 1 or 2 strumming patterns a week so that people can see different ways we can strum the fretboard or strum so that we can do chords in a more fun way. Number 2, I don't completely understand my OBS, so I need to take time out of my life, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, once or twice a week to understand more about how the OBS system works. And so that's something I need to do to get better at that. Number 2, I need to work on better lighting. I do have a light right now, and I'm thankful that I have it. This is the only light I will have in 2026, at least as of right now. Because tomorrow I'll be announcing how much I will be taking from my cryptocurrency account to figure out how much I'm going to be able to spend on Amazon in the month of January. That's the last time I will be spending money from my own personal account into the live stream until the live stream starts to generate its own revenue. Let me see. Oh, sound. The sound's not ideal because it's coming from my computer. I do have a condenser mic that I will be adding. Normally it should be, I should have it put up on the first, and then I'll be using it from the first and that from that point forward. So the sound quality will be a lot better. Obviously 6, I need a new computer, and 7, I need a scanner so that I can scan a lot of my documents so that I can, like, you know, when we're watching these videos and I'm showing people these videos, that they can see that I've scanned these things and they can see them in the background, as opposed to me just, like, for instance, holding them up like this and saying, hey, these are the scales that we're doing. Instead of seeing that, you'll just see them in the background, or, well, you'll see them as the background. And then that way we can see them for what they are. And it'll just be easier that way. It's a win-win. Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts so far. If you have any comments, guys, please don't hesitate to note them into the chat section. Or I guess I'm going to end the stream in a couple of seconds here. You can add them into the chat section. If you decide you don't want to add them in the chat section, I'm going to also make a post on this in the next couple of minutes. You can add to the post. And yeah. I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Like I said before, guys, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. For those of you who are confused about that, you can watch me on a live stream in the next, well, I'll be on the live stream in about 30 minutes. You can watch me on the live stream, and then we can go over some different things. Tomorrow, I will be trying to discuss in a very vague way what my goals will be for 2026 with respect to the live stream and what I'm trying to do musically. And I will hopefully have those goals in some way, shape, or form broken down, so that way that on the first, second, and third, I will have a structure built around that. Okay, I do have job responsibilities to take care of, which is what makes this even more difficult. I'm going to try to make sure that I have this broken down as much as I possibly can by the first, so that way I can hit or at least for the month of January, so we can hit the ground running. I know I have a week off in February, so it would be really nice if at the very least I can get this stuff coordinated. My first goal is not to outline my goals for 2026, but to make sure that January all the way up into the week of the 16th of February are completely concrete and I don't know how else you say it. Just concrete. You know what I mean? So that they're fixed. So I know exactly what I'm doing from day to day, starting from January 1st. That way, at least for that 6-week, 7-week period of time, all those things will be taken care of. Guys, I want to say shout out to you guys for being here. I should be back, like I said, I'll be back on the channel on the live stream in about 30 minutes or so. And we'll get it popping then. Shout out to you guys. Okay, let me bye. See you.